Welcome to الكرامة news service. This is our top stories for today, and we will start from the last updates in Libya. The Libyan political dialogue begins today in Sukhayrat city under the umbrella of the UN mission to Libya. It is mentioned that the political dialogue will continue for 2 days to reach into a final agreement. These talks in Sukhayrat city came after the previous one in Geneva last month. The Libyan embassy charger in Cairo, Mohammed Adarsi, welcomed the head of the Energy Council in the House of Representatives, Isa Al-Urabi, and the head of investment in the council, Ali Al-Katrani, in the residence of the embassy. The discussion focused on the cases of engineered and the displaced, as well as the Libyan students in the Arabic Republic of Egypt. The discussion also focused on finding ways to ease the immigration process for Libyans. Adarsi emphasized that the embassy opens its door for all Libyans, and the embassy is directing concerted efforts to ensure that Libyans residing in Egypt receive good service. The battalion of Martyr Ahmed al-Baqur, supported by pro-Libyan armed forces, have controlled Melita Gate in Coast Road, Western Trablus. It is mentioned that 4 members of Fajr Libya militia were killed during clashes, and the rest of them were dismissed. Resources confirmed that clashes are still taking place. The Libyan Armed Forces Operation Room in Trablus confirmed that any military campaign in Western Libya, which is not mentioned officially, is considered an illegal operation. Operation Room in Trablus added that any peaceful move by citizens of any city is related only to that city, adding that most of Western cities are controlled by Fajr Libya militia. A security source said that the general leadership of the Libyan armed forces appointed Colonel Mu'min Bouzahra as a general coordinator for the police. The source declared that the leadership decision came after the general commander of Libyan armed forces, Khalifa Haftar, has discussed with police staffs the challenges that they are facing in order to control their cities. The General Commander of Armed Forces appointed Colonel Mu'min Bouzahra as fights were renewed between Libyan armed forces and people in Derna against terrorist Daesh group in Al-Rab'a district. Local sources announced that terrorist Daesh group has bombed Al-Naji restaurant in downtown. Sources added that terrorist Daesh group has been struck by missiles, leading to many of them were killed. Terrorist Daesh group executed an engineer named Rushdi Oqayla al-Masuri in Al-Fatayah, Eastern Derna. A relative of al-Masuri said that he was kidnapped in front of his house 5 days ago and he was taken to unknown destination. He added that terrorist Daesh group didn't ask for any ransom to release him till they found his body. Lebanon's government agreed on a plan to resolve a trash crisis after urgent meeting. The plan, approved during an emergency cabinet meeting, gives municipalities a leading role in treating local waste and assigns 2 landfills in Akkar and the Masana area near the border with Syria. The Arab League Council has called on Iran to stop interference in the internal affairs of Arab countries. In a draft resolution submitted by the UAE during a meeting held at the level of permanent representative, the Council slammed Iranian interference in Arab affairs. Iran should refrain from the threat or use of force, the Council said. The Council stressed that Arab-Iranian relations should be based on the principles of good neighboring. Former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan exalted the role of Germany in welcome of Syrian refugees. Kofi Annan said that Germans showed more love and respect toward the Syrian refugees, and which made him happy. Annan asked for new international efforts to end the conflict in Syria, calling the International Security Council to agree with the regional powerful countries such as Saudi Arabia, Iran, Turkey and Qatar to exert joint efforts to settle conflict. That is the wrap up of our top stories. For much more, you can check our website www.watanilkarama.tv. Thanks for being with us. See you next time. Until then, leave you in the care of Allah. Best regards.